Jai Shri Ram. Tulsi dohavali. Tulsi dohavali is the name of one of the compositions of Tulsi Das ji. And I will read a few dohas for you. Introduction. You must know that Swami Tulsi Das ji was the son of Atmaram Dubey. Atmaram Dubey, a Brahmin, whose wife's name was Hulasi. Hulasi. Tulsidas ji's mother's name was Hulasi. Father's name was Atmaram Dubey. So all the Dubey clan should be very proud. I don't know how many Dubeys know that they are descendants of Tulsidas. And then his mother Hulsi was a great devotee of Tulsi, and that's why she named her son Tulsi. And he was believed to have been in the mother's womb for 12 months, and when he was born, he had a full set of teeth, all the 32 teeth. And when he was born, he uttered Ram. Normally, babies cry, but Tulsidas uttered Ram, as a result of which he got the name Rambola. This name Rambola was actually given to him by his Guruji, Narahari Anandji. Mother gave him the name Tulsi. Tulsi's parents died when he was very young, and he became the disciple of Narahari Anandji, who took care of him. In 1561, he was invested with the Yajnopavitam. Tulsidas was an Ekasantagrahi. If he listened to anything once, he could remember it permanently. Tulsidas is believed therefore to be Valmiki reborn. Even his Guruji Narsimhanandaji was amazed when, even though he was not taught as a child, he could chant the Gayatri mantra with perfect intonation. So his Guru Narahari Anandji gave talks on Ramayana, and then they moved on to Kashi. And in Kashi, Tulsidas ji became the disciple of Sanatanji Maharaj. Under Sanatanji Maharaj for 15 years, Tulsidas learned the Vedas for 15 years under Sanatanji Maharaj. And after completing his education under Sanatanji Maharaj, he returned to his native place, and there he started giving pravachans on Ramakatha. So he was giving talks on Ramayana, and he became very famous. And one person who was regularly listening to his Ramakatha was Pandit Deenabandhu. Pandit Deenabandhu, who was so impressed, he gave his daughter Ratnavali in marriage to Tulsidas. So in 1583, Tulsidas got married to Ratnavali. And an incident in his life is very famous. After getting married, they lived a happy conjugal life, but once Ratnavali's brother took Ratnavali home, and Tulsidas was away at that time. So he was so disconsolate. He swam across the Ganges and went to the house. There he thought there was a rope hanging. He caught hold of the rope and got into the bedroom, and then his wife was shocked. And his wife is believed to have said, "Hey Swami, तुम मेरे हाड़ मांस के शरीर में इतना अनुराग रखते हो, इतना यदि अपने आराध्य भगवान में रखते तो तुम्हारा कल्याण हो जाता। हाड़ मांस को देह मम तापर जितनी प्रीत, तिसु अधो जो राम प्रति अवसी मिटहि भवभीत." These words, ये शब्द तुलसी को मर्माहत कर गए. And Tulsi was woken up from his slumber. Actually, the rope that he used to climb up was not a rope, it was a snake, a python or something. And the body on which he sat for some time while crossing the Ganga was not a log of wood, it was a dead body. So all these things contributed to intense detachment, and his wife said something like that, and so that is how Tulsi Das ji abandoned Gharbar and everything, and he went in search of Rama. From there it is said that Tulsidas went all the way to Manasarovar, and यहाँ उनकी भेंट काका भूषुंडी से हुई. Kaka Bhushundi is the name of a person, a Brahmin, who was cursed by Lomasha Rishi to become a crow, and he became a crow, and he narrated Ramayana, which is popularly known as Kaka Bhushundi Ramayana. He was a great devotee of Rama. भूषुंडी रामायण की रचना भी किया था उन्होंने. So for several days Tulsidas ji and Bhushundi ji discussed Ram Charcha रोज होती थी. So after that Tulsidas went to Kashi, and in Kashi he was narrating Ram Katha. And one day, every day after the Ram Katha, I believe he used to walk up to a tree and wash his hands and pour the water, whatever that water which was used to clean the idol. So a spirit that was living in the tree was released from its curse, and it was a Ram Bhakt Pret. So this spirit, I believe, asked Tulsidas, I am so glad that you have helped me get out of this curse. What can I do for you? Tulsidas ji said, I want to see Rama. So this Ram Bhakt Pret from the tree, I can't do that, but at least I will give you Hanumanji's address. So once you meet him, he will be able to take you to Rama. So finally, he told Tulsidas that every day there will be an old person who comes to your Ram Katha. He usually is the first person and he will be the last person to leave. He looks like a very diseased person. So Tulsidas kept an eye, and next day he saw this person and he went after this person, and at a particular spot he held the feet of this person and he begged of him that he knows that you are Hanuman. So finally Hanuman revealed himself, and that is the spot where you have the temple, Sankat Mochan temple in Kashi. That is exactly the spot where Hanuman gave darshan to Tulsidas. And the idol, the deity installed by Tulsidas, is called Sankat Mochan. So Hanumanji told Tulsidas, you must go to Chitrakoot, where there you can see Rama. So Tulsidas ji went to Chitrakoot, and there in Chitrakoot, Tulsidas ji was sitting at Ram Ghat. I have been to Ram Ghat, I have been to Chitrakoot. The Mandakini river is there. And in this Chitrakoot, it is said that Rama, Lakshmana, Sita, they are always present. And if you go there, you will experience a very surreal kind of feeling, dreamlike. It appears as if that place is not belonging to this world. There is an ethereal glow, very sublime place. And there, Tulsidas ji sat at Ram Ghat, and after some time, two young princes went across on horseback. They were so charming. Tulsidas was continuously looking at them. But after they went away, then Hanumanji appeared to him and told him, hey, listen, that was Rama and Lakshmana. So Tulsi could not, he was so charmed, but he did not realize that was Rama and Lakshmana. So Hanumanji, I believe, told him, don't worry, tomorrow morning they will come again. So next day Tulsidas was sitting there again at Ram Ghat, and Hanuman tied a knot to the cloth that Tulsidas was wearing on his shoulders. The knot was to remind him that Rama is going to come and you cannot ignore Rama now. So Tulsidas sat down there and he was waiting intently. He was making a paste of sandalwood also at the same time. And then the year was 1604. Then Tulsidas was sitting at Ram Ghat, And at that time, two young princes came, and Rama said, Baba, hame chandan do. And Hanumanji was believed to have been sitting as a parrot in a nearby tree, because Hanuman was very concerned that Tulsidas may again miss Rama. So Hanuman is believed to have again reminded Tulsidas with this famous doha. चित्रकूट के घाट पर भई संतन की भीड़, चित्रकूट के घाट पर भई संतन की भीड़, तुलसीदास चंदन घिसे तिलक देत रघुवीर. Tulsidas चंदन घिसे तिलक देत रघुवीर. So Rama took chandan, and Rama anointed his forehead with chandan tilak, and also anointed Tulsidas ji. Tulsidas ji also, he anointed tilak on Tulsidas ji's forehead, and then Rama and Lakshmana went away. So this is how Tulsidas ji had a darshan of Rama and Lakshmana at Chitrakoot. Do go to Chitrakoot, it's a wonderful place. Tulsidas ji lived in Chitrakoot for 21 years, and in 1628, under Hanumanji's direction, he went to Ayodhya. He went back to Ayodhya. En route, it is believed that Tulsidas ji had a darshan of Bharadwaja Rishi and Rishi Yajnavalkya also. And after living in Ayodhya for some time, he went back to Kashi, and on Prahlad Ghat, he was living in the house of a Brahmin. In the house of a Brahmin, he was living near Prahlad Ghat. And here, I believe he started writing the Ramkatha. Every day he used to write several slokas, but in the night, they used to be lost, or sometimes, simply getting wiped out. He was shocked. So several days passed like this. And then one day he had a dream in which Lord Shiva appeared and told him to give up Sanskrit and start writing in the local dialect, local language. And that is how, in fact, Tulsidas ji woke up and he had a darshan of Shiva and Parvati. And under their direction, he started writing Ramcharitmanas in the Awadhi language, the local language. Shiva in fact told him, तुम संस्कृत छोड़ो, अपनी भाषा में काव्य रचना करो और अयोध्या जाकर रहो. मेरी आशीर्वाद है, तुम्हारी रचनाएं जग प्रसिद्धि होंगी और सृष्टि रहते तुम्हारा नाम अमर हो जाएगा. In the year 1631, on Ramnavami, on the day of Ramnavami, Tulsidas ji Sri Ramcharitmanas, he started writing. श्री रामचरितमानस का रचना आरंभ किया था रामनवमी के दिन 1631 में. इस ग्रंथ को पूरा करने में उन्हें 2 वर्ष 7 महीने और 26 दिन लगे. It took 2 years, 7 months and 26 days to complete the Ramcharitmanas. And as the story goes, after completing it, he went back to Kashi. From Ayodhya, he went back to Kashi, and there he recited the whole of Ramcharitmanas to Shivji in Kashi. And in the night, he left the manuscript in the temple, Vishwanath Mandir. And in the morning, everyone found the words Satyam Shivam Sundaram inscribed on the cover. And some people even reported that they heard the sound Satyam Shivam Sundaram. And so that means Shivji endorsed the work. Of course, some pujaris there were very jealous. So I believe they hatched a plan to steal the work. But when some people went there to Tulsidas's house to steal it, they found 2 young men guarding. Obviously, that was Ram and Lakshman. And I believe the priests, as soon as they had darshan of Ram Lakshman, they fell at their feet and they became Ram Bhaktas. In fact, there is another test also that Tulsidas passed, because all the priests, were very unhappy, and even the Brahmins, because they thought, it should be in Sanskrit and not in some local language. So they one day took several books, kept Ramcharitmanas at the bottom and piled it. On top they put all the Veda, Purana, Smriti, all kinds of books, and they closed the temple. And the next day morning, they all found that Ramcharitmanas was right on top of all the books. It was right on top of the pile. That was the day when all the Pandits, Brahmins, priests, and everyone, they felt ashamed, and they accepted Tulsi Das's work as a genuine masterpiece, eh, endorsed by Lord Shiva himself. This is a brief introduction. We will have dohas in the next track. Jai Shri Ram.